Good morning, students. Today we are going to start with the new chapter, that is the reproductive system. So there is one more system called as reproductive system, which is concerned with the replication or the production of same individuals in the next generation. That is called a reproduction. So the reproduction is found, it's a vital mechanism of the human beings, and it is also found in the higher animals, which is a very essential system by which the new individuals are formed. So this reproductive system consists of male and female reproductive organs. There are different organs present in the reproductive system. In the male they are different, and in the female also they are quite different. Even though they are completely different, but they produce the n number of chromosomal cells. That is, the male reproductive organ produces the spermatozoa or the sperm or the male sex cell, and the organs of reproduction in male and female are called gonads, male gonads and female gonads. So the reproductive organs are called male and female gonads. Now coming to the male gonads, they produce the spermatozoa, which are having n number of chromosomes, and these spermatozoa or the sperms or the male sex cells are produced by these reproductive organs, gonads. And the female reproductive organs, gonads, they produce the ova. Ovum, singular is ovum. Ovum is a single cell with a n number of chromosomes. So they produce the sex cells. The female sex cell is the ovum, and the male sex cell is the spermatozoa or the sperm. And this sperm and ovum, they combine together to form the zygote. The zygote is fixed in the uterus of the female, and it takes its development there, and afterwards a new individual is produced. So the new individual comes to the earth. So this is nothing but the reproduction, replication or production of the same individual in the next generation. So it is for the next generation. The reproduction is for next generation. The reproductive organs are male reproductive organs or the gonads, and the female reproductive organs, which are different in structure and function also. So today we are going to study the male reproductive organs. The male reproductive organs, I have already given you the notes also. So please go through the notes and see the figures there. So in the figures it will be very clear. The male reproductive organ can be classified into external genital organs. The genital or the sex organs or the reproductive organs which are external are called external genital organ. They are external. External means apart from the body. Means they are attached to the body but they are separate. So the external genital organs are there in the male. They are penis containing the urethra. The penis containing the urethra is the external genital organ, and the internal genital organ, which are present inside the pelvic cavity, they are testis, vas deferens, seminal vesicles, prostate glands. Testis, vas deferens, seminal vesicles, and the prostate glands. Coming to the first one, that is the external genital organ, that is called as the penis. Penis, it is a copulatory organ, and also it contains the terminal part of urethra. It is a copulatory organ. During copulation, the penis is introduced in the vagina of the female, and the sperms are ejaculated inside the vagina of the female, where they move to the female reproductive organs, and they combine with the ovum. Then the zygote is produced. So this penis is called a copulatory organ. It is called as a copulatory organ. It contains the terminal part of the urethra. So this is the figure of the penis. You can see here, this is the figure of the penis, wherein it is made up of urethra, corpora cavernosa. The first portion is the corpora cavernosa. The second one is corpora spongosum, and the third one is the glans penis, and profuse layer is present. So these are the parts of the penis. You can see here. So in the book they have given the clear picture of the penis. So this is copulatory organ, and it is having different parts. The first one is the corpora cavernosa, which are two pillars of erectile tissue lying inside by side and inside by side under the skin of the penis. They are present inside the skin of the penis. The muscles are there, or the tissue is there. Second one is the corpora spongiosum, contains the urethra and it lies below the corpora cavernosa. The third one is glans penis. Glans penis, which is the enlarged tip of the penis, is a bulb-like structure present in front of the penis, that is called as the glans penis. Then profuse, which is a fold of the skin covering the glans penis. The glans penis, the front bulb-like structure, red bulb-like structure of the penis, is covered with the skin from the outside. It is covered with the skin from the outside, and that cover of the skin is called profuse, which is a fold of skin covering the glans penis. So this is about the penis. Now coming to the testes. Testes are very important structures present in the male reproductive organ. They are internal genital organs. Testes are the internal genital organs. Position of the testes. Testes are the male reproductive organs which produce spermatozoa. So the sperms or the male sex cells, the sperms, these are all called to the male sex cells. They are nothing but the sperms or spermatozoa. So these spermatozoa are produced by the organ called as the testis. So these testes are two oval shaped bodies lying one on each side in the scrotum. They are situated in the sac-like structure called as scrotum. Scrotum is the outer layer, the layer in which the two testes are present. So the two testes are present in the sac-like structure called scrotum. The testes are two oval shaped bodies lying on each side in the scrotum. The scrotum forms a bag or a pouch for the two testes. Both the testes are covered by this scrotum, and it is a bag-like structure or the pouch-like structure. Each testis is enclosed in a sac called tunica vaginalis, which is derived from peritoneum. Each testis is enclosed in a sac-like structure called tunica vaginalis, which is derived from peritoneum. Now coming to the structure of the testis, when you take the section of the testis, you can observe the different parts present in the testis. The testes are actually suspended in the scrotum by means of spermatic cords, spermatogenetic cords are there by which they are suspended in the scrotum. The two testes are suspended in the scrotum and they are present in the sac-like structure called scrotum. Now coming to the structure, each testis or testicle, singular is a testicle, and each testis or testicle contains a number of tubules called seminiferous tubules. Each testis contain number of tubules. They are called seminiferous tubules. Spermatozoa are formed in the walls of these seminiferous tubules. The seminiferous tubules unite at the upper end of testis and form the epididymis. They all join together to form the epididymis. So the seminiferous tubules are present in the testis. They are in many numbers and they are the places where the spermatozoa are produced, and these seminiferous tubules, they join together to form the epididymis at the anterior side. The epididymis forms the commencement of vas deferens for seminal duct. This is the first part of the vas deferens. The epididymis is the first part of the vas deferens, which conveys the sperms to the seminal duct, seminal vesicle. In between the seminiferous tubules, there are interstitial cells or the Leydig cells which secrete the testosterone. So in the endocrine system, I have already told that testes are the endocrine glands, as well as they are the producers of the sex cells, male sex cells. They are the sperms or spermatozoa. So the interstitial cells or the Leydig cells which are present in the seminiferous tubules, they secrete the hormone called testosterone, male hormone. Testosterone is secreted by the Leydig cells or the interstitial cells of the seminiferous tubules. Thus it acts like a endocrine gland also. The testis acts like a endocrine gland. Both testis and ovary, the male and the female gonads, they act as endocrine glands also. They produce the hormones which are present, which are very much necessary for the reproductive systems, and the male characters are decided by these hormones and the female characters are decided by the hormones, and the development of the reproductive organs is also supplemented or augmented by these hormones. So these hormones are produced in the gonads. Male produces the testosterone, the female produces the estrogen. When we come to the ovaries, I will explain about that one. Vas deferens, coming to the vas deferens. The vas deferens or the seminal duct, they are two in number, one on each testis. The vas deferens commences from the epididymis at the upper end of the testis. It leaves the scrotum in the spermatic cord. It travels upwards within the spermatic cord and enters the abdominal cavity through the inguinal canal. From the abdominal cavity, the vas deferens enters the pelvis and joins with the seminal vesicle, which is situated at the back of the urinary bladder. So the vas deferens commences as the epididymis and a small tube-like structure which continues above and joins in the abdominal cavity and comes to the pelvic cavity also, and then it joins with the seminal vesicle, and the seminal vesicle opens in the urethral region, or the situated seminal vesicle which is situated at the back of the bladder, urinary bladder. Coming to the seminal vesicles, there are 2 in number. Each one lies at the inside of the terminal part of the vas deferens. The seminal vesicles join with the terminal portion of the vas deferens and form the ejaculatory ducts. The ejaculatory duct pierces the prostate gland and opens into the urethra. The function of the seminal vesicle is to produce a thick secretion which is added to the spermatozoa during ejaculation. The seminal vesicle produces a thick secretion which is ejaculated out with the spermatozoa. Now coming to the prostate gland. The prostate gland lies below the bladder and it surrounds the first part of the urethra. It is pyramidal in shape. Its base is directed above and it is in contact with the inferior surface of the bladder. The apex is directed downwards. The prostate consists of glands, ducts and involuntary muscles. The prostate secretes semen. Semen is the compound secretion of testis, prostate and seminal vesicle. The seminal vesicle, the prostate gland and the testis all together they secrete the semen. Semen acts as a vehicle for spermatozoa. The semen is nothing but it is a media which helps the spermatozoa to move inside. So these spermatozoa, they are present in the semen which is produced by the testis, prostate gland and the seminal vesicles. So this fluid is present in this fluid, that is the semen, wherein the spermatozoa are present. The semen also provides nutrition to the spermatozoa. The spermatozoa are nourished. They are nourished by the semen. The semen contains the nutrients and these nutrients are given to the spermatozoa or the sperms, which are single-celled sex cells of the male organ, that is testis. Semen is a thick whitish fluid which is very viscous in nature. Semen is viscous white fluid. It is slightly alkaline and has a pH of about 7.4. It is an alkaline solution with the pH 7.4. Each ejaculation produces 3 ml of semen. Each ejaculation produces 3 ml of semen. Each ml of semen normally contains about 60 to 100 million spermatozoa. Each 3 ml, that is one ejaculation of the sperms of the semen contains 60 to 100 million spermatozoa. Nodi, 60 to 100. Sumar 100 million sperms or the male sex cells are produced and they are ejaculated in one ejaculation. One ejaculation of the semen contains about 100 million spermatozoa, that is the male sex cell sperms. In addition, semen contains a viscous fluid secreted by the seminal vesicle, a thin lubricating fluid secreted by prostate gland, mucus secreted by the urethral glands. So it also contains the lubricating fluid, the viscous fluid, and the mucus fluid. Mucus is also present in the semen. Coming to the spermatozoa. Spermatozoa are produced by a seminiferous tubule of the testis. The seminiferous tubules of the testis produce the spermatozoa. Each spermatozoa contains a head, body and a tail. Head, body and a tail. The spermatozoa contains the head, body and tail. This is the head region, this is the body region, and this is the tail region. Here, head, body, tail. So you can see very clearly here. This is the head, this is the body, and this is the tail. The head contains acrosome, lysosomal enzyme, plasma membrane, nucleus, haploid nucleus, that is n number of chromosomes, haploid. Then centriole, mitochondria, axial filament, flagellum, all different parts are present in the semen, that is sperm, a single sperm. So they may ask the figure of the sperm also in the examination. So you please remember and go through the figure of the sperm. In the book also they have given very clear picture of the sperm. The spermatozoa are produced by the seminal seminiferous tubules of the testis. Each spermatozoa contains a head, body and a tail. The spermatozoa are highly motile and their function is to fertilize the ovum in the female genital tract. When they are pushed in the female genital tract, the sperm, which are very much motile ಅಂದರೆ ಭಾಳ ಫಾಸ್ಟಾಗಿ ಮೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗ್ತವೆ. ನೀರಲ್ಲಿ ಮೀನುಗಳು ಹೇಗೆ ಓಡಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾವಲ್ಲ ಹಾಗೆ ಸೆಮಿನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಸ್ಪರ್ಮ್ಸು ಅಷ್ಟು ಫಾಸ್ಟಾಗಿ ಮೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇದೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಟೇಲ್ ಇದೆ ಒಂದು. ಹೆಡ್, ದೆನ್ ಬಾಡಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದ ಟೇಲ್ ಆರ್ ದ 3 parts of the sperm, a single sperm. And the head contains a haploid nucleus and the acrosome, which acrosome, the tip of the this one head region, that is the acrosome, which contains the lysosomal enzyme. Lytic enzyme is present in the acrosome. Then the cytoplasm is present and haploid nucleus is present. The central body contains the mitochondria, axial filament and centriole. There is a centriole also present in the body middle portion. Then the flagellum or the tail is present behind, and that helps the sperm to swim in the semen. That is, the semen is the fluid, viscous fluid in which the sperms they swim. Now the sperms, they have the acrosome, the head region, body region and the tail region. I have already explained. So this is the this is about the male reproductive organ. So the male reproductive organ consists of, first one, the penis, which is a external genital organ. Penis is the external genital organ which is present outside the body, and the external genital organ, penis, containing the urethra, is the externally present, and the internal genital organs are testis, vas deferens, seminal vesicle, prostate glands. All are internal genital organs which are present in the pelvic region, inside the body. The testes are hanging in between the two legs. So the testes are hanging in between the two legs and they are covered by a sac-like structure called as or the bag-like structure or the pouch-like structure called as the scrotum, in which the two testes are hanging, and the testis contain the seminiferous tubules in which the spermatozoa are produced. All the seminiferous tubules are joined together to form the epididymis, which is the first part of the vas deferens. The vas deferens is the tube, goes above and opens in the pelvic region and in the urethral region, genital region it opens. So this is about the male reproductive organ. Tomorrow we will go to the female reproductive organ. I will discuss about the female reproductive organ. If I start today only, so it will be half again. So hence here we will close, that is the male reproductive organ, and tomorrow we will start with the female reproductive organ. Thank you very much.